Alright everybody, it's Hannibal Sky again, doing another Borderlands walkthrough for nextgenwalkthroughs.com. This time I'm doing an Xbox Live guide, kind of giving you some hints and tips how to play and do well in live, doing cooperative stuff with other people. Um, First thing I'll talk about is doing the matchmaking, how it works. First thing you want to do when you go into the Xbox Live menu is select your character. Um, if you don't select your character, I think it defaults to like a level 1 character, and it's going to base your party off of that. And if you're level 40, you don't want to be set up with a bunch of people that are level 1, because you're going to have to be, you're not going to get much experience out of it. It's going to be too easy for you. Kind of the same thing in reverse. You don't want to be a level 1 playing with a level 50, because you're going to get killed every time anyone gets anywhere near you, and the host is probably eventually going to kick you out because he's going to get tired of healing you. So keep that in mind when you're playing. You don't do as much damage to people that are higher level than you, and higher level people do more damage to you because you're lower level. That's how the game works. So regardless of your skill level, how good you are at getting headshots, your techniques, level matters before skill does in this game. Another thing, you always want to use your microphone in this game. And it kind of goes without saying for every online game you play, but especially this one because you're doing co-op, so you need to be, talking to people saying, hey, I just found a cool gun over here, it might work for you, or hey, keep an eye out for a gun like this for me, or I'm about to get killed over here, come over and help, whatever. Going back to the matchmaking, when you first start the game, you get to choose whether you want to do a quick match, a custom match, or host your own match. Quick match is just going to choose the first available one that kind of fits your level and your character and your mission, and set you up with that party. Custom match, you get to see a list of 10 or 20 different matches to choose from, and you just pick which one you want to join up with. And then you can also host, so you get to choose the missions, what order you do the missions in, and only problem with that is I've played before for an hour and not had a single person join in the game with me, and there's been other times where they've joined in 5 minutes, so it's kind of hit or miss. You don't really know how quickly you're going to get people, so if you don't have a lot of time, or if you don't have a lot of patience, you might just want to do the quick match or the custom match, because that way you're getting into already established games. You can start right away. Another thing to kind of make note of is there's different upgrades on each of the characters that can help in multiplayer, that you wouldn't actually use in regular player, like the campaign mode. There's stuff like one of the characters I'm playing with right now has upgraded magazine capacity, so I get more shots with all my guns because of it. So if you're going to be playing a lot of multiplayer, keep an eye out for those skills. Could be helpful for your party. You can gain more experience or heal, or whatever. Another thing to keep in mind is when you're playing multiplayer, you can heal people when they start to die. I just did there to the host, and they'll start to die again, and you'll see me use a technique I used a lot when I'm playing online. Someone goes down, and there's a lot of enemies still around. If you throw down your turret, if you're a soldier, in front of them, enemies will start paying more attention to your turret instead of you, and it also blocks incoming fire, so you can kind of safely heal the character a little bit better. So that's works out pretty well. It's the only character you can really do that with. None of the other ones have a shielded thing you can throw down, but helpful for the soldier character for sure. Let's see. Another thing to keep in mind is don't stay in your menus very long, especially when you're like at the end of an area. If you're in a menu, whether you're upgrading or you're in the pause menu or you're in the shop trying to sell something or buy something, your party can't move on. They can't go to another map until you're out of the menu. It doesn't matter if you're the host or you're just one of the people that joined on. If you're in a menu, no one can move. So keep that in mind. Don't throw your upgrade screen on and go take a phone call, because you're going to make everyone else be stuck unless the host kicks you out. Another thing, don't pick up every weapon you see, don't pick up every upgrade you see on the ground, just to take it, to sell it. When you're playing a multiplayer, it's kind of good ethics to only pick up stuff you're going to use or stuff no one else wants. And even with that stuff, you want to kind of make sure that it's kind of being spread out. You don't want to hog all the inventory that you find. You want to try to help out the other players, because when you find good players, it's good to kind of try to make the connections so you can play with them again in the future, because you occasionally run into some people that suck at playing, like the third guy that's in this match with us, the Berserker. Didn't use his special ability once. I barely saw him even. I kept forgetting he was even in the game with us, because I only saw the other soldier and Lilith the Phase Walker really fighting with me, which you can kind of see. It's kind of cool playing multiplayer, because you can see the other players, especially Lilith. When she goes into the phase walk, there's a explosion on hers, and she sets people on fire. And I think she's got like phoenix wings on her back too when she starts doing it, and it makes a big explosion, big bang, and see the fireball go up every time she goes in and out of it. So it's pretty cool to see from the outside. You see her doing a lot as I'm playing here. She just did it right in front of me. Doesn't do anything to you if you're around her when she does it, so don't worry about getting too close. But it's pretty effective. Does a pretty good job of it. I've played in matches with Berserkers that are real good, and there's been, just every match you get, you're probably going to get one guy that's just not going to do anything. He's just going to try to hang back and soak up all the experience points that you and your other players are going to get for him, without him really having to do anything. Sucks, and if you're the host, it's a good idea to kick those people out, because they're not helping your party. They're making the enemies harder, and they're not helping you kill them. So don't do that to people, and kick people out who do it to you is the best idea on that one. But yeah, that's the Xbox Live walkthrough on Borderlands. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it's helpful. And see you in the next guide. Later.